Hello everyone and welcome to WesterosCraft Walks. I am your host Kobe and today we will be having a look at House Drox. House Drox is a house of the Westerlands and it's located on a bay of the Sunset Sea. They have guard towers all along the coast to warn them of Ironborn raiders. In the north of their lands there is a hamlet near the coast which has been raided by the Ironborn and has been burnt down. Further south of that hamlet you have the main keep, and in the forest north of it there is a weirwood grove. Further south you have the main village. It has a port and a fleet of house Drox. And around the village you have terraced fields because the slope of the hill is too steep to have the normal fields. There are also a few more hamlets and farms spread out across the rest of their lands. And now let's start to walk. So we are starting here in this watchtower overlooking the Sunset Sea, watching out for any Ironborn who might arrive. That ship over there is from House Drox. You see the golden field and the black crossbow. That's the sigil of House Drox, but on their actual sigil there are 3 crossbows instead of 1. So here we've got a nice little fishing hamlet, seeing as it's so close to the sea. You've also got farming hamlets around here, but I don't think we'll look at that in this video. So in this house we've got a fire pit in the middle of the house and a hole in the roof to let the smoke out. It's a bit different than the normal furnaces we see usually. This is the area to dry the fish, so they catch the fish, they hang it out to dry. We've got a little fishing boat over there, you see the nets hanging out of that little one. We've got some more boats over here. I think this one is being repaired, this little boat. Okay, so let's see if we can get to the road from here. We've got to find a way around this wall. I think we'll get there over here. Yeah, here we are. And here you can see again in the house a little fire pit. I've got some embers still going there. Now let's head on forward on this road and it will lead us to the village. We've got a nice view of the watchtower here with the sunset in the background. Got some forests on the hill over there. Better view of the boat we saw earlier. And this is a farming hamlet. We won't go in, but we can look at it from a distance. There are some fields behind it, but I don't think we can see it because the hill is too steep. You can already get a glimpse of the ships in the port in the distance over there, but let's take a moment to admire this view. I took a nice time to film the video right at sunset. House Drox is quite an old house. It's said to have been formed around 6,000 years before Aegon's conquest, when the Andals invaded Westeros, and it was created out of a marriage between a family of the First Men and the Andals. And here we're arriving in the village now. We've got some gallows over here. Seemed to be a trend in the videos of late. I always seem to find the gallows. We've got a butcher here. You can see all the sausages, a big crate of meat. It says butcher to me. Oh, it's a red lantern. It usually means a brothel. This looks like a shady brothel. Go down some dimly lit stairs. It's like a secret brothel, okay. Okay, so moving on. We've got a little market stall here. Well, it looks like a little square center of the village. Let's go to the port. You can see the ships. A stall of a butcher and the inn. So the brothel is underneath the inn. Okay, let's have a look in one of these ships. I'll go on this one. It has the Drox colors on them. There should be a plank over here, yeah. It will get me on the boat. Let's have a look up top over here. Oh, the Repulse is the name, okay. Got a nice little area. Got some boats over there. See the watchtower in the distance as well. And there's a keep. So let's have a look inside. Got a way down, okay. Looks like a little kitchen over here. So this must be the captain's cabin. Got a map here for navigation. Okay, let's get off. Okay, that's not where the plank is, it's over here, okay. There's another stall here, I think it's selling clothes. Yeah, it's a tailor. You could see those rolls of cloth in the corner over there. Let's go in here. I think these are the barracks. Yeah, the dining room here for all the soldiers. Got the kitchen here and the watchtower. Yeah, we'll have a look up the watchtower. It might give us a good view of the town. The sea again over there. You can see the forest and the town over here. Oh, almost fell off. Yeah, let's head down before we fall off. I think it's about time to head to the castle, the keep. So we'll see if we can get there from this little beach. Got some nice rock formation. The Westerlands do have really nice beaches. Okay, yeah, we can get up from here. Go through someone's garden, and yeah, we're on the other side of the city now, of the village. It's not really a city; it's small. Oh yeah, and you can see the terraced fields over here, surrounding the town. Okay, let's follow this road. This should lead us to the keep. Oh, and we've got the archery practice here. So where they train to become archers. And you can see the keep over there. We'll have a look inside. Looks like quite an old keep. Like small and compact. This is the main bailey, I think it's called. Little square in between. Got the grain silo here. And the main hall. Yeah, nice and cozy. Got the colors of House Drox hanging overhead. It's a small and cozy hall. Let's see if we can find some rooms. Not sure what this is. Let's try and find the Lord's room. Should be at the top, usually is. So some fancy beds, but not the Lord's beds. So I think we're getting close. Oh, I think we're already here. This is the Lord's view. So this is the bedroom, and then that other room must have been the solar. It's connected to each other. Oh, it's Scorpion over there. Defenses for incoming ships aimed out towards the sea. Let's see if we can find some other interesting stuff in the keep. Let's have a look around. And that's where we came from. Let's have a look here. A little library, some books. Should we go up? Let's have a look. Oh, I think this is the tower with the siege weapon on. Got an empty room here. I think this will lead us to... yeah, here it is. Got a good view of the ocean from here. It's a good spot for a siege weapon. It's quite high upon the cliff, so if they see any ironborn ships, you can just shoot big arrows at them. Maybe set them aflame and burn down the ships. Okay, so let's see what this room was. Oh, so this leads to the inside the wall. So we're walking inside the wall now. Let's see where this leads to. An armory? Oh, it is the armory. Okay. Inside the wall. Pretty hard to get to. I've got a bedroom here as well. This must be the gatehouse. Oh, here we are on top of the wall. Oh yeah, we can see this. It's the gatehouse. But I want to go inside this tower. I think these are the actual barracks. Where the soldiers sleep. On top must be the commander. Yeah, that other room must have been the commander, because he got the fancy bed with the canopy on top. Okay, let's head to the gatehouse again. Top of the wall. Got barrels here to catch rainwater, I suppose. Oh, here are the cauldrons where they heat up the oil, and then if someone tries to get into the castle, they just pour boiling oil on them. It's pretty painful. Okay, so I wanted to go to that tower, but there's no door, so we have to find a way down again. I think we'll have to go all the way back through the walls. Okay, I found my way back to the main hall, and we've got the audience chamber here as well. Oh, and I think this is the Maester's room. So this is the Maester's tower. Yeah, some more library books, oh, privy. We should be close to the rookery then. Oh yeah, and here we are, right at the rookery. So that means the end of the episode. Thanks for watching everyone, and don't forget to click that I button on the top right corner of the screen to vote on which house I should cover next. And I'll now go over the options for you. The first option is Haystack Hall. It's located in the northern Stormlands near Parchment, but it's a bit more inland. The second option is Redford. It is located inside the Vale and it's surrounded by mountains. And now for the last one. It's been on here before. Stone Door. It's an abandoned wall castle of the Night's Watch.